Okay, good evening, everyone. So, welcome to the meetings, and today I will talk to you about the seven diseases of the poor. So, when I say the poor, it could be two things, right? One is financially, second is mentally. And most people will gonna relate to the financial when people say poor. That's true, right? Because usually a poor mental will give you poor life. That's why we have to identify what are these diseases. If you don't know to identify, then of course you don't even know that you have this disease. Let's say you have one disease and then you don't even know that if you're sick. Do you go to the doctor? Not at all, right? You probably think that yeah, you just don't feel well, you just stay at home and then probably it's getting worse and then you die. Same thing with these diseases of the poor. We have to identify if you want to change mentally and financially. Why not, right? I'm sure every one of us here in this world, we are not created to become poor. I don't believe that the Creator want every one of His creatures to become a poor people. I don't think so. If you are a mother, you know that when you are delivering your baby, you want your baby to nurture, to grow up as a successful individuals. Same thing as the creator, right? He wants every one of us to become successful. But these diseases, actually there are more than seven, but I only picked seven. These seven diseases are making people poor financially. But if you have a poor mentality, then you are hopeless. But if you are rich mentally, but if you are poor in financial, then you still have a hope, right? So, what are the first diseases of the poor out of the seven? Complain. I'm sure every one of us here have complained. Even now, I still do, but when I do, I just remind myself, do you want to become a poor person? Then I change. I stop complaining. Because complaining never helps anything. You want to try? Try to complain to your boss. Complain about you never get a raise. Will you get a raise? Probably you get fired, right? So if you spend 5 minutes complaining, you have wasted your 5 minutes of your life. So don't even waste your time complaining. Most people, when you complain, half of them, they don't even care. And the other half actually are happy that you complain, that you're upset. So there's no winning there, right? So it doesn't matter. If the situation, you can either choose to be gratitude or to complain, is your own choice. Because if you choose negative over the positive, then the ugly part of the life will overcome your life. So instead becoming a problem solver, you are actually a problem maker, right? In your society. How many of you have heard your friend always complain this, complain about the government, complain about their job, about their parents, about their kids? Do you want to be around those kind of people? Do you want to be around them? I don't think so, right? Unless you're a complainer, then yes, you're going to be in their circle. But if you're not, then you're going to get away, and that friend probably just going to be alone. So be a problem solver by not complaining. So don't complain, right? Just sip it up. Just accept it for what it is. As simple as that. If things that you cannot change, then just accept it. But if this is the thing that you can control, then change it, right? But the most important is do not complain. The second disease of the poor, pessimistic, right? People can see from two ways on all situation. You can either see the glass half empty or half full. It depends on your perspective. You can be a person of optimistic, then you will say that the glass is half full. But if you are a person of negative, then you will say that your glass is half empty, right? Everything you see, when you see it as a bad or negative way, then you are pessimistic. You have to identify your own disease, right? Everything you see, but you see it in the positive way, then you're not pessimistic, you're an optimistic. Because how you see the things in your life will have a huge impact on your reality, in your outlook of your life. It's nobody outlook life, it's your own outlook of your own life. So don't become a pessimist person, be an optimist person. Because, being optimist is actually you can live much happier. And with happy or joy, it gives you a healthier life. If you don't trust me, smile a lot, happy a lot, or laugh a lot, right, with your family. Then you don't need to see the doctor to get the medicine because your body will heal itself with the good immune system, right? What is the third diseases of the poor? Over cautious. Well, it's good to be cautious, right? Like your parents said, be cautious. It's good. But don't be overcautious. So don't be afraid to take the risk. What if I get rejected? What if I couldn't succeed? What if? What that, right? It's always what if. Why don't you give it a try? Because people say, well, it's risky to try. But I always tell them, if you do not try, how would you know that if you could succeed? Right? Oh, this is an MLM business. This is a network marketing. I don't want to do it. I don't want to even give it a try. What if it works? Right? The same question that I asked myself when my sponsor introduced this business to me. What if I failed again in this business? What if I didn't make it in this business? Right? I was becoming overcautious because I failed so many times. But this is the disease of the poor. Then your life will not change. Because when there's no risk, there's no reward. But be strategic about the chances you take and minimize the risk through your own research. So you have to do your own research as well. Right? I did my own homework. I researched about Atomy, A to Z, who is the CEO, who is the founder. Right? Once I know, I'll take the risk. What is the risk in Atomy? You just lose your time. That's it. You don't lose your money because you still have to brush your teeth. You still have to wash your hair, right? You're not going to lose anything in this business, right? This is the third disease of the poor. And the fourth one, doubt. We doubt everything most of the time, right? We doubt our belief. We even believe our doubts. So it is hard to be successful at something if you doubt your ability to do it. You doubt your ability to believe. That's as well is going to stop you from being successful. But instead, you need to become a believer in yourself. At least you believe yourself that you know that you can become successful. Because this belief in yourself will push you through when times get tough. I never say that journey in Atomy is easy. It is a tough journey, but it's a free business. It doesn't mean it's easy. When it's easy, it doesn't mean there's no challenges, right? There's no tough moments. There are tough moments. When you believe yourself, you start making the progress every day. So when you wake up, tell yourself, I believe in you. Look at the mirror. I believe in you. You can do it today. You're going to be great today. You're going to talk great today. right? You're going to present great today. So talk to yourself that you are believing yourself. That's the first remedy to your own disease. Number 4, doubt. Disease number 5, worry. I know it's very hard not to worry, especially nowadays, right? In the midst of the pandemic, when you see the bills piling up, I'm sure everyone will worry. Or when you take the test to the lab, you will worry, will I get a good result or a bad result? Because life will throw a million of things for you to worry about. Because worry will cause you all kind of problems in your life, including your health, your family, your friends probably, and your personal life as well. You need to kick the worry habit. Because you need to find one reason not to worry rather than find 1,000 reasons to worry. Because you can worry at anything in life. This is the most easiest. When I wanted to worry, I just ask myself, am I the only person on earth in this situation? If the answer is yes, probably I have to worry. But most likely the answer is no. Everyone was in that situation, or everyone is in this situation, right? Why would you have to worry? You just have to figure out what you can do about them, about the things that worry you, right? If you cannot do anything, just let it be happening and pray more. That helps, right? Because you cannot do more than that. All you have to do, just let go. Even in the Bible says this, which of you by being anxious can add a single hour to your life? By being worried, you can add a single hour? Don't think so, right? The 5 diseases of the poor, worry. What is the 6 disease of the poor? Indecision, right? This is a person who are not able to make the decision. I have so many of friends like this. When I ask, okay, let's decide, what should we eat? It's up to you. You make the choice. Where should we go? Up to you, right? People like this, they didn't even aware that they have a disease of the poor. They cannot decide, right? Sometimes it's a scary thing for them to pick a decision. Or, okay, give me time to think about this. Yes, if it's a big decision, I understand. Let's say you want to sign a contract, right? Or sign a big mortgage. Yes, you need time to think. But if this is a thing that you have to make a quick decision, but because you are used to not to make a decision, then you will not make any decision at all. Most of the time, I tell myself like this, when I make a decision, I will work on the decision. Because when I make the decision, if it fails, there's nobody to blame other than myself. That's why when I make a decision, I work on it. Because if you prolong to make the decision, sooner or later, you will find out. If it's not a good decision, you'll find out sooner if you decide, right? The longer you decide, then the longer you find out it's a bad decision. So just make the decision. If it's a wrong one, then you know it sooner. You will learn more from your decision than not to make decision, right? What is the last disease of the poor? Indifferent. This is very scary. Do you know what indifferent means? You drift through your life. You don't know where to go, right? If your friend's going to the left, you just follow them. you just be like the crowd. Because people who drift through life, and then at the end, they wonder why things don't happen to them. Because they're being passive. They just follow the crowd. Is anyone can drift to the top of the mountain by just drifting? No, you have to climb your way up, right? You cannot drift to the top. You need to be concerned about something. You need to get that worked up and excited about things. And I hate when people are like, oh, lukewarm. It's not hot or cold. Oh, I'm just follow the crowd. It means you are lukewarm. Even in the Bible says that, right? You cannot be lukewarm, either hot or cold, right? If you want to be a lukewarm, you're not going to achieve anything. You have to pick something that you believe in and then give it all you got. Don't do it halfway, do it all the way. That's how you become successful. Because by having this attitude, you will either open up more opportunities for you, or at least it will help you figure out what you should do with something different. Because either way, you will pick a direction. Either you go that way or go that way. You cannot say just lead my way, right?
구독, 좋아요 눌러주세요.